Hi, this is Curious Cat with another Scrolls Judgment drafting video. This is my second draft. My first draft went very well. I went 5-0. The deck was a lot more powerful than even I thought it was going to be. Um, I had 37 decay scrolls to choose from, which is amazing. So I had a lot of great scrolls, and nobody stood a chance against it. And so let's go in and draft another deck, unlikely to be as crazy powerful as my first one. So what I'm seeing here is some good growth scrolls in the first two rows, and then this very exciting champion down here in row 3 for energy, but nothing really for energy except for this, which is not good. I mean, it's okay. It lets you splash things, so it can be kind of useful. It's vaguely useful um, for splashing like a 4 cost of another faction. Um, Thea is really powerful, but hard to get to, although energy has a lot of ramp scrolls. Hard to get in Judgment, that's very consistently, but you might get like a Fulmination Conduit or Skull Shrine as a common, I think, which can help you get there. Ekamaton is not very common. I think it's an uncommon. But I'm not going to take the plating. I'm going to take... that's a tough choice. Brother of the Wolf is very good. Mangy is really good if you get more wolves. But it's sort of hard to predict whether I'll get more wolves. I think Brother of the Wolf is sort of a better pick overall. Gonna start with that, and this guy who I really like. Most people don't like him because he's kind of weak in terms of health, but I find him to be pretty unpredictable, which is fun. Keeps your opponent off balance because he has no idea what his attack is going to be next turn. So he has to kind of assume that you're going to play some kind of Rat King and his attack's going to be 3 or 4. Um, and you can buff him up a little bit, then he can really do a lot of damage like a Brave. These skills are okay, but not as good as a one countdown creature. So let's take this guy and see what we get. We get some more growth. We get this interesting Snargle Omelet. Hard to use in Judgment because it's hard to get a lot of grave locks to really make it work. These are Skythorn and Binding Ruin are pretty good, but usually you want to start out going with creatures more. You want to make sure you get to the 15 creatures. I still don't see much energy, so that guy is not looking... there's some energy. Not Killer, not Thunder Surge or something that would really make me think, I should jump energy. Growth is very strong right now. I could splash... that one doesn't excite me. I could splash Dust Runner and Spark, or Resonant Helm and Tukul Infantry. Tukul is always a fun guy. He makes your Ragged Wolves into 2 attack, and if you can get something else going on, can really help you surprise the opponent. Should I take the Thea just in case I switch to energy later? Or should I take the Dust Runner, which is more of a splashable scroll? I don't really... I was going to say it's a great turn 1 scroll, but you don't usually want to play your off faction turn 1, but... My problem in Judgment and Scrolls in general is I'm a little bit indecisive, so it takes me a long time to make a decision. And something like this is sort of, am I going to go energy? I think I'm just going to assume I'm going to go growth. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Thea. Yeah, now I didn't get another energy. And I got Horn of Ages, which is a spell I really like. I did get this, which gives you energy. Kind of awkward to use. And this, which also gives you 5 energy. That's a little bit crazy, Town. I could get that and then try to get to 3 energy and play Thea. And if I can get like a Nawadi or something, that's crazy. I think I'm going to take that and then see what happens. Go with the creature. Swords of Vigor is pretty good growth scroll because growth can always use a little more attack. I'm gonna try to pretend to go energy, I think, instead of Horn of Ages is really strong. You really can lock them where they can't attack you, but then you can move to attack them next turn, and they can't move backwards and put a blocker in front, and just really messes up their positioning. But I'm gonna take this and then like try to get a surprise Thea. It's gonna be crazy. So what do I got here? I've got a growth scroll, got Eclipse, which is good for doing surprise decay, but I don't think I'm doing surprise decay. I don't have any decay going on. Down here, I've got a magnet. It's an all-order row. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to take the magnetizer there. And here I'm going to take the Fords of Vigor. And I'm not going to take Decay, and I'm not going to take Reversal. Reversal's a really good scroll, but it's 3 cost, and it's too early to think about taking a 3 cost. Then I got a creature on my main faction. So I'll take the magnetizer because it's 2 costs. And increase order. Yeah. That's what I got here. Sudden Eruption. I'm not going to pull Sudden Eruption. And no growth. I've got a lot of order and energy. So am I going order or am I going energy as a splash? Or am I not? Or am I splashing growth? Because I really don't even have very high growth. Maybe I do take the Sudden Eruption and go in. Oh, that's crazy. I don't have enough energy. Wow. This is a mess so far as a draft. I don't have enough creatures, and I can't figure out what my splash is or even what my main faction is. It kind of looks like growth, but I don't even have, only have 2, 3, 4, I got 4 growth creatures. Okay, it's looking growth. Gonna take the binding route. If I took this though, I could go deeper into order if I want to go order, which I'm getting a lot of. I could go power bound. That's crazy. Speed. Speed is kind of overkill for most things. Horn of Ages, which I really like. Kabonk, which I like. I would take Horn, I think, over Kabonk. In here, I would take the speed, I guess, if I was to take that. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go energy. But this is not a good energy scroll. Like, sheesh, it's really, whatever. Okay, got a growth career card. That's good. All of these are kind of not what I want to see. I think I'm just going to grab the power bound. Maybe the speed. Incendiaries. Feedback jolt. So incendiaries could be good if I face somebody who's got a ton of charge coils. Feedback jolt can be good if I'm facing somebody who's who's got a heavy enchantment deck or is trying to enchant up a major creature or something. But they're both 3 costs, which is, I would draft them and then use them in case of emergency. Like, oh, he's got the 3 charge coils. I'll use it. Otherwise, I'll sack it. I don't see a lot of the 3 charge coils these days, but I think I'll go with the feedback jolt because it's a removal and growth struggles with removal a little bit. Gonna take the Horn of Ages. I just don't think that this energy scroll is... Maybe I should switch to energy. And splash growth. It's kind of crazy. How expensive is this? 3? And I could get this and then ramp growth. Jeez. I don't know. I'll take it. Not giving me anything. They're not helping me decide here. I'll take that. Slightly better than the scattergunner. Still. See, now I'm getting like, oh, maybe I should have gone. I don't know. I haven't really been getting enough in any faction really that I'm. But like Witch Doctor is really powerful decay, and Honorable General is really powerful. Order. If I had been pulling Order, I'd have a lot of tricks by now. And then if I could get a bunch of creatures later on, I could pull out an Order deck. But I've kind of let that sail by a little bit. I think I'm gonna just go with the like crazy cross ramp madness and Order. Blood Boil, still not giving me any creatures. Metal Heart is just really not good. Transposition. I'm feeling like I'm not going to go Order. I'm just going to try to go Growth and Energy and see what happens. Fury is hard to use, especially for growth. Well, growth tends to have more creatures, but I don't have more creatures. I don't have a lot of creatures. +2 health. Magic resistance. It just doesn't do a lot. It's not like Earthbond won me the game. No, Fury can win you a game if he gets you in the right place, but Earthbond... but Fury's a 3 cost. Maybe I'm going energy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still not seeing any high cost growth either, so maybe I am going energy. Oh, ramping to decay now. That's great. Dyke Strike. I'm going to take that anyways. Manageable better. Okay. Blood Boil. I'm just not a big fan of blood boil, although it is replenish. I've never noticed that. So that could help me get more energy. Metal Wonders. Yeah, let's take it for the replenish. And let's take this guy because he's a ramping scroll, and this guy's pretty weak. And Frostgale, it's a double-edged sword. Just going to take the growth. I'm going to not take order or decay at all at this point. I'm just going to take energy or growth. So these aren't good scrolls. Bearpaw can be good. Rigged is probably one of the worst scrolls in the game. And taking it anyways. Machination Mindset is fun. I think I'm going to take that. There's that mangy wolf again. I still really don't have any idea what I'm doing. It gives a total 2-color deck right now. It's 13 growth cards and 9 energy cards, and I think I'm just gonna have to go 2-color. I've got ramping scrolls in both. There's no sign of getting any wolves. I guess I've got the brother of the wolf. But maybe I can just mostly focus on energy. I'm really not liking Lockman Brood. I guess you could combo with Fury, since I already have a Fury. Fury, Faunima Forge. I'm kind of low on creatures. Yeah, only 9 creatures. More than halfway through. That's, I'm doing okay on creatures, but not great. Usually it's nice to have like a lot of creatures up front, and then you can start to take spells in the second half when you see some powerful spells. Here I'm going to take this guy because he can heal with the growth, and Snargle Hunter never seems to work. Although if I do destroy a beast, I could get the 4 energy and play the Thea. Yeah, could happen. If I face a beast deck and all the stars line up. Do I want another Fury? Did I take the Fury? I didn't take the Fury. I did take the Fury. Do I want another Fury? Or do I want the Lockling Brood? Just feel like, whatever. I'll take it. Another Lockling Brood. I'm going to go with the creature. I already got a Dark Strike that's really expensive. Spark. Interesting. Better of the Wild. But the Forge is really like a must-take. Better of the Wild over Grave Vodka. I'm not a big fan of Better of the Wild. But, I've got a Vengeful Better. I guess it could help me get to Brother for a big sand pack or some craziness like that. But I think the Healing Outcast's going to be better overall. It's interesting. I got a Feral Soil. And another Ramping Scroll. This is getting crazy. Countdown with attack 2 or less, countdown decreased by 1. This is kind of like, well, it's countdown reduction, but it only works on creatures with 2 attack or less, and it only reduces their countdown by 1, so you can't use it for a super surprise attack, but you get a mild surprise attack. I'm not getting any 1 countdown growth creatures or anything, just like, it's just like the weakest growth deck ever. This is 3 cost. I'm just going to go with 2 cost, and this is the only growth or energy scroll. Again, the only growth or energy scroll. Don't have many rats, so I'll take this stag heart, which don't have any stag hearts either, and they're good when they're doubled, but type rat. Don't have any rats. Bunnies, I'm not a fan of bunnies. Catapult of Goo. I used to make fun of Catapult of Goo, but then one time I got totally destroyed by a guy who just used Catapult of Goo. I don't know how he managed. I think I'll go with the copper. Press advantage. Combos with the Fury. Did I take that other Fury? No. Took the Mockling. What was I thinking? So Champion Ring or Tick Bomb? Do I have a Tick Bomb? I don't have a Tick Bomb. Champion Ring. Tick Bomb can be really useful in some very specific situations. Great against warding stones or waking stones or scavengers, constructs that have gotten out of control. But Champion Ring is a really good overall attack buff. I don't know. There's another attack buff here. Do I need a lot of attack buffs? Yeah. Maybe. Much rather have a creature than either of these two. If I had any 1 countdown creatures, just refuses to give me any of those 1 countdown creatures. Should I take the Earth and Mirth or this Snaggle Hunter? I'm at 15 creatures, well 14 if you don't count the order guy. So I'm doing okay, and I've got 10 more. So I could probably afford to take the Earth and Mirth and hope to get a 1 counter on creature or relentless creature or something. The whole beast thing could work. I don't know. Fodder pit, not very good. I don't think I have anybody with pillage yet. Oh, I do have pillage. That's interesting. It works on Thea. +2 on Thea. That's actually interesting. But I think I'll take the Quake in case of emergencies. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I've got a lot of crazy ramping like this Vengeful Zetter and all kinds of stuff. Snargle drives me a bit nuts. Where does he fit in my curve? The Mangy probably fits better. Cost 4. Do I have any type wolf? I didn't take that mangy wolf. I didn't take the mangy wolf. Should have taken the mage wolf. Should I go with the snarl? Do I have a lot of spells? Let's just go with the creature. Magey. Maybe I'll get a great wolf. It can always happen. State machine or Stagheart? State machine could really combo with my sudden eruption well and keeps you from playing Meiji Rats, and just it's better than you'd think. It's also a good blocker, but having a second Stagheart, if I could just get some one countdown creatures. That's the order ramp. So Skull Shrine could help me get to Thea. But I don't know. Whenever my opponent plays Skull Shrine, I'm like, whatever. Having solid creatures. I don't have a lot of high-cost energy stuff, so I guess it could help me play 2 creatures a turn. But I don't have a lot of draw scrolls. I didn't get any clock libraries or anything like that, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to go and draw a lot of creatures and hope I get something. Eye of the Eagle. No, there's no creature I really want. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Sister, Vitriol R. Sister of the Fox. Sister of the Owl. 0, 1 cost countdown creatures. Tried to go growth the whole time. Didn't get any wetland rangers. Oh wait, I did get one guy up front. I got that Earthborn creature keeper. Okay, well, I can double Stagheart him and then go to town. Let's see what we got here. 20, 24. So let's start with, wow, that's crazy. Let's start with energy and see what we got. I shouldn't have even taken this stupid thing. Do I want both of these? Probably not. Let's see what we got. Bear paw. Sure. This guy, this guy, this guy, that guy. These guys, those guys. Nogs, rebels. Quake in case of emergency. This thing in case. Double Staghearts. Potential better. Swords of Vigor. Only works on 3 cross creatures. Yeah, got a lot of that. Basically, I only have 1 creature worth, 2 creatures worth more, so sure, why not? But now I'm at 33, and I've got these champion rings and this binding root. I'd like to take a binding root. 15 creatures. I don't think I'm going to take the sister. I'm not even sure I should take all this forecast madness and this quake. I think I'm going to take the quake as a reward card. Well, I don't really need a reward card. I got the, yeah, I'm going to take the quake. It's just an emergency. Fertile soil. Maybe, sure. Earth and mirth. I don't know. I don't think I should take this earth and mirth. I don't think I can get enough value out of it. I think I'm better off taking the champion ring. I don't have it. There's no relentless. Oh, I've got matchmaking mindset. Right, so I'll just get my Earthborn Keeper, put 2 Stag Hearts and a Machinated Mindset on it, and an Earthen Mirth, and 2 Champion Rings. This is the kind of stuff that people try to pull in Judgment, and why you really want to have removal. I don't really have any wolves, so the Beidji's not really that exciting. And this guy, I've got one of them, I think. Do I need a second one? This guy, I guess he's an okay 2-drop. Usually would much rather have a Nog or a Kid Book Ranger, so so I'm way over. Let's get rid of the feedback jolt. Should I get rid of the Thea? I can keep the Thea. I don't know what I should get rid of at this point. I'm gonna get rid of one of these. They're not worth taking 2. Although I guess I could take 2 and then just try to ramp up the growth really fast at the beginning, and then just sack these or use them as chump blockers later. So get rid of the copper. It's one less creature though. Maybe I shouldn't get rid of the copper. The bear paw is hard to use because of the countdown increase. I probably don't need 2 champion rings. I was just joking about that. Maybe I should even get rid of let's see. I really kind of want to take one. But is there something else to get rid of? Why did I save this mirth? I just think I was joking about taking the mirth. Okay, so... Oh, because of the mindset. If I could mirth and mindset somebody, but it's so hard. I'd have to have 4 growth. And 2 energy. So I'll probably have the 2 energy, and then 2 growth, and then 2 wild. So I guess it's not outside the realm of imagination that I could do something like that. I think I'll just be happy with the champion ring stag heart stuff rather than that kind of madness. That looks solid. Just need to get rid of 1 more. This guy. But then I'll have only 13 creatures. So this guy's probably better than this stupid siege cracker. Am I really going to get enough energy to use this? I guess if I combo it with this, I could. Not really. Maybe. I hope to get up to, what, 6 energy? 6 energy, 2 growth, and 2 wild. How am I going to get to 6 energy? I have no way of getting to 6 energy. I guess if I get the growth for free, I get to 6 energy. I play that and this. I could do some devastating stuff. But I've got Quake. I'm much more likely to be able to get there. Quake attacks both sides of the board. Maybe I should take this instead of a Quake as an emergency. Although I'm going to have a much easier time ramping the growth with these guys. Gee whiz. I still only have 14 creatures. I really should just get this mangy back in. And get rid of this sudden eruption. And the dark strike. Why was I taking the dark strike? Yeah, I should have got rid of that a long time ago. Okay, that should be good. Alright, so that is my Judgment. Let me look at the curve now. The curve is kind of weird, especially this Thea. It's totally crazy. Maybe I should take him on there, but I've got this +5, so that's what I'm hoping to make happen, is to go with that, and maybe I should pull that Blood Boil in too. But yeah, right. I'd never be able to figure out what to get rid of. It's a lot of 2-drops, too many 2-drops, reasonable, good number of 3-drops, it's not great 4-drops considering what they are, one of them being Fertile Soil, and both of them being in growth, and then only one 5-drop, which is the Quake. Yeah, so a lot of weak creatures. Would like to have some stronger creatures, just didn't get any stronger creatures. And would like to have much more of a mono deck. It's 17-13, that's pretty 2-color. But I have a lot of cross ramp, or at least I have a lot of ramp on growth, so like, maybe I should have, this didn't really get any powerful growth creatures. I guess this guy, the girl, the sister, but she's not really that powerful. She's okay. Maybe I should take her just because I can get to growth much easier than I'm ever going to get. Like this Tempest Reaver is going to be hard to use. Maybe I should take her instead of the Tempest Reaver. I like the armor of the Tempest Reaver makes him valuable. Is there something I could drop instead? I could drop an Outcast Rebel. Yeah, I'll take both of these and I'll just try to ramp the growth as quickly as possible and cross ramp energy. I have to get to 2 energy and I have to get to 3. So if I go 3, 3, 3 of 6 energy, and then I'll be able to get to Thea easily if I go 3, 3, 3. And this guy, if I went 3, 3, 3, I would be able to take out 4 guys. That's okay, not great. All right, let's just call it. This is a pretty bad deck. It has decent removal. It's got some spark. Nothing really great. It's got Quake. I didn't take the Sudden Eruption. That would have been nice. But if I could have built a more mono energy deck, I'm looking at like what if I got rid of all my growth. But I really just can't do that. I just don't have enough creatures in energy to build a viable deck without the growth, so I'm going to have to take the growth. And take a picture of my deck here, and I will save it. And it's energy, it's 8E, 6, is it 6? Yeah, 6 growth, 17 growth scrolls, 13 energy scrolls, 9 growth creatures, 6 energy creatures, and then, I don't know, I got a forge, I got 2x stag plus the Earthborn, and I also have like a champion ring, and you know, this Earthborn / NM. So the Machination Mindset, if I can get anything powerful going, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so that was my deck. Not anywhere near as powerful as my last deck, which went 5-0. I think this is probably a 3-win, 4-win deck. I can steamroll over the newer players without any problem, but any kind of experienced player with any kind of reasonable deck is gonna be faster than this multicolor thing where I don't have any powerful creatures, so it's not a late game and it's not an early game, so it's a mid-range deck. Maybe I should try to rush the idols. I should take that Siege Cracker, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It's a possible. Nah, it's not going to work. Okay, well, thank you for watching. This has been Curious Cat. I hope these videos are helpful to those of you who like the Judgment format, and I will sign off here and record the game playing separately. Until next time, please join me for my future videos. This has been Curious Cat. So long.